Hi, I'm Sandy from Lightning Tools, and I'm here again with Brett. How are you?
I'm good, thanks, Sandy. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks.
Cool.
Still sat here in front of my abstract art.
Yeah. I think Rio's got it right in that one. But
Oh,
yeah, so I moved my rally car from behind me. That's gone into the conference room because I kept banging it with the chair. So every
I can
time I was
believe that.
swinging by, so a much
Cool.
better
That's a
place
good
for it.
place for. Yeah, good place for it. So what do we want to talk about this week?
So we have had a month of Deliver Point,
Mhm.
and yeah, everything's gone well. The webinar went well, and so on. So we're moving into a Social Squared month now. So we've got
Mm,
a new release of that, and there's a lot of new features
yes,
that
I
we're going to be
noticed that.
launching.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, before we get into those new features that we'll perhaps talk about next week, I think it's good to sort of remind people what Social Squared is and how you might use it for your organization as well. So, I mean, did you want to kick off with that?
Yeah, sure. So Social Squared has been around for a long time in the Lightning Tools arsenal, I guess you could call it. Portfolio, that's a better word. And it's a way of allowing people to create discussion forums around any topic you want. So it's completely flexible, where you can create your own forum groups, which are broad categories, and then forums within those kind of narrower categories. And it can be on really anything, and then multiple topics within your SharePoint environment. And it all is right within SharePoint or Microsoft Teams. It's not a separate app that you run or that runs on, somebody's PC or something like that. It's all right in SharePoint. So people use that a lot instead of things like sending emails back and forth on a certain topic, or some kind of a feed that just disappears as you're as time goes by and you can't find things again. With something like Social Squared, it's more like a discussion forum you might be used to joining online, where you have topics that are you have structure to the topics, and people can ask questions, get answers, and you can search and find the answers you're looking for.
Yeah, and that last piece that you just mentioned
Mhm.
is quite funny. I was doing a demonstration for a very large organization the other day. They had locations all over the place in Australia and in Africa and UK, US, and so on. So it was fairly late for me. It was even later for some people that were on the demonstration, also extremely early for some people too. But yeah, there's one person on that demonstration said, I've never really used discussion boards. I only ever use them when I'm searching for something, and it's like exactly it. you know, and because you can imagine that you're new to an organization. There's so much information that you need to take on board. You're not going to take it all on board within the first few weeks of your induction or whatever. You're going to have questions, and
Mhm.
one of the benefits of Social Squared is if that's where everybody's asking their questions, you're going to be able to find the answers by using
Mhm.
Social Squared search.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's not something that you can easily say the same for something like the chat inside of Teams. It's almost impossible to go and scroll to find something or to search that chat tool. And the
Mhm.
same thing for Yammer. It's difficult to find the content there as well. Whereas the structure of a discussion board is designed in that way. So if you've got a question about a certain type of topic, um, it's not just a group. So Yammer, yeah, I get that. You can create a Yammer group, which is effectively a
Or a
Microsoft.
community. Hmm.
Yeah, but you might have that on a project or a department or something. But with Social Square, you can break that down further.
Right.
So you might have, um, yeah, I don't know,
Well, like I've seen a lot of engineering groups, for example,
yeah,
in our customers.
yeah. So I mean, let's just talk about yeah, if we had it around R&D, around the Lightning
Mm-hmm.
Tools products, just as an example. We have in real life we have an R&D team, and inside that R&D team, we're discussing 8 different products continuously. Uh,
Hmm.
and if we were to try and use the chat tool for that, and you reflect back to, well, who said this and when, you're not going to be able to find that information. But if it's in a discussion board, you could more easily find it because you could actually search by project,
Hmm.
or sorry, by product.
Right,
So
right.
you could have a product. forum group, and then a forum for each of our products. So if
Mhm.
you wanted to actually post something about the Lightning Conductor or about DeliverPoint, a question, then you do
Mhm.
it the appropriate Lightning Conductor or DeliverPoint forum.
Mhm.
Um, and you could also have another forum group that's still to do with R&D, so it's still inside that same team, but it may be something around, something new that's coming out by Microsoft, or a new
Mhm.
feature in Microsoft 365, or a new technique that you could use in your coding, or something new in the SharePoint framework that you want to discuss,
Mhm.
anything like that. And yeah, it's just